Hi there. Welcome, friends, to Iron Yoga today. My name is Danielle, and I'm excited to take this next while to focus on some yoga and some strength building exercises with you. So Iron Yoga is a blend of vinyasa or flow style yoga with a little bit of strength training or working different muscle groups. The focus, as is in a lot of yoga classes, is on stretching, relaxation, and breathing deeply. But we add in a few different components to maybe challenge you and add a little bit of resistance training. So today's theme for our class is the concept of movement. We will be flowing through sun salutations, several different yoga postures today, and then incorporating, as I mentioned, weights. So I invite you as we go through our practice today to think about movement. Try to find the variances, the changes between movement and resting and building strength, and really just explore the breath and breathing and how the body moves, how it moves from one pose to the other, and the strength of the body. So that'll help you to calm the mind and just be present in your practice. So all you're going to need today is 2 medium weights, I would say. So medium, I would define as anywhere between maybe 5 to 8 pounds. So get 2 dumbbells and your yoga mat, grab some water, and we'll go ahead and begin. So as you start to roll out your yoga mat, I would invite you, once you're there, once you're starting to get settled, turn off any distractions, anything that might take away from your yoga practice today. And then just take a minute to stand nice and tall, maybe setting aside some of your cares or concerns for the day. Perhaps you roll the shoulders back a few times or shake things out. If you've been seated for a long time, this is a great opportunity to just allow the body to stand tall and let go of any physical tension you might be experiencing. So from your standing position, if it is right for you, I'm going to invite you to gently close the eyes. You may also just keep a soft focus, maybe looking down towards the earth if that is right for you. Wherever you're at today, I invite you to take a few deep, slow breaths. Breathe in through your nose and exhale through the nose or mouth. We'll do this a few more times, breathing in your own pace and time. And exhale. Breathe in when you're ready. Start to slow down the breath, really feeling the lungs, the rib cage, and chest and abdomen expand on the inhale. And long, slow exhalation. Letting things start to settle on the exhale. We'll take one more long, slow, deep breath. And I want you to imagine that your feet, like the roots of a tree, are grounding down into your mat, down into the earth. Set this time aside for you. Whatever you need to do, it can wait. You can get back to whatever you were working on once your practice is done. Start to return to your normal breathing, and if eyes were closed, I invite you to slowly start to open them. But let's keep this focus on really noticing the sensations in the body, noticing the movement and strength of the body as we flow through our asanas, our postures for today. So when you're ready, from your standing posture, you can feel free to start moving around. We'll do a few movements to start to warm up the body and just become more focused in our yoga practice. So if you'd like, you can begin by just kind of swaying the hips side to side, letting the arms spiral around the body. Bend your knees plenty here. This should feel good to the body. Just a great way to release tension. You can even let the head go along with this spiral and twist. Imagining that with every exhale, any tension or stress is just floating out through the arms. making you more relaxed and present. Good. All right, slowly let's start to let the hands settle. And let's go ahead and take our hands to the hips. And I really want to focus for just a moment on the hips themselves. So we're going to do some circles with the hips. So there's no really exact, precise way you have to do this in this exercise. You're just going to kind of take the hips around, really getting into the side of the hips, noticing any tight areas, breathing smoothly and deeply. If you like, you can change the direction of your circle, circling around. Good. Really noticing those feet on the mat, circling those hips. Great. All right, maybe about 2 more circles here. Awesome. And then let's go ahead and I want to warm up our hands and our head and neck. We will be doing Surya Namaskar A, or our sun salutations today, focusing on that movement. So that is a lot of being on the hands, on the wrists. So go ahead and circle your hands for me. Circle those wrists, just starting to articulate through the fingers. I would encourage you at home to modify anything if you need to, if inversions or going through a sun salutation is uncomfortable in any way. You can keep the body more upright. I'll show you some modifications. So go ahead and circle the wrist the other direction. Good. And just shake out those hands, just starting to warm up those hands. And then I just want you to take very, very gently a little head roll from side to side. So we're going to take the ear towards one shoulder. Take a big inhale, exhale, come to center. And this is a little bit of movement here. Take a big inhale, other ear to other shoulder, and then float the head up. So I want you to make sure you do not throw the head back. And we're just going to do a few more circles in your own time in this way. So ear to shoulder, big inhale, exhale, roll up. Let's do 2 more little mini circles here, in and up. Good. And in and up. Great. And feel free here to just move the head any which way, nice and gentle. Always be very gentle with the head and neck. You don't want to get dizzy and you don't want to strain these very delicate muscles. All right, let's go ahead and bring our feet close together. And then from here, I invite you to take a big inhale, arms up, thread your fingers together, index fingers touching at the top. And then from here, we're going to gently lean from side to side. You can let the hips shift over to the side to stabilize your balance. Just take a big inhale and exhale over to the other side. Good. One more time. Lift up and over. Lift up and over. Good. Good. All right, from here, we're going to start to articulate the spine, just coming up and down a few times through the spine. We'll come into a halfway lift, and then we'll go into our sun salutation. So I'll show you from the side. So you go ahead and come to the top or front of your mat. You're going to have your feet close together to start. Big inhale, arms come up. Thread those fingers together, and we'll do a back bend here. Fold the body forward. Just let everything hang. You can touch the floor or bend your knees. Just make this comfortable for you. It's okay to ease into your postures. And then we're going to inhale, hands to shins, arch up. Exhale, lower. Shake out your head here, no tension. Let's try that again. We're going to inhale, arch. And exhale, lower. Good. From here, we're going to come all the way back up for our back bends one more time, and then we'll go into our sun salutations. So go ahead, big inhale, arms up. And once you get to the top, little gentle back bend here. And drop your shoulders down. So shoulders can be by the ears, and then I want you to drop them down. And let's go into some nice, simple sun salutation variations here. We'll start, big inhale, arms, fold down. Plant your hands wherever is comfortable for you, floor or legs. Inhale, arch up. Exhale, lower. and then step your right leg back. Come into a lunge just for a moment. Step your left leg back, and then lift the hips high. I like to come to a plank and then lift the hips high into our downward facing dog pose. And just go ahead and pedal out the feet a bit here. We stepped back with the right leg. We're going to step forward with the right in just a moment. Let's go ahead really quickly into plank, lower down onto the belly. Inhale, lift the chest. Little back bend here. Exhale, downward dog. Good. And now I want you to take that right leg and step it forward into your lunge. Left foot comes forward, and let's come all the way up. Good. Let's do that again with our left foot. We'll go ahead and do a gentle back bend at the top, and then we'll begin. I'll show a few modifications as well. So go ahead and fold the body forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, lower. Step your left foot back, finding your lunge. And then right foot comes back, come into downward dog just for a moment. You can pedal out those feet. And come to plank. Chaturanga Bandhasana, going down onto the belly. Inhale, lift the chest. Modification here, just stay down on the forearms, that's fine. And then we come into our downward dog. Pedal out your feet. And let's go ahead, step your left foot forward. Right foot forward. We're gonna do this again, and I'm gonna show a modified version. Come on up. All right, let's repeat this right and left. I'll show you just a couple little modifications if you'd like. So forward fold the body. If you'd like to keep the head a little bit higher this time, you're just gonna come halfway. Place your hands to shins, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Now again, if you're modifying today, step your right leg back into a lunge, and you can keep it a bit higher. So remember, version 1, we're down here. Version 2, we're up here. So from here, we're gonna go into our flow. So if you are doing modification, you're gonna step your leg back, maybe fold that body forward. Good. Look up. Big inhale, and then step the leg back. So there's always things you can do, depending. If you do not like inversions, then this is a good option for you. Make your way to the top of your mat. I'm gonna go back to our traditional sun salutation. Let's go ahead and do this 2 more times. Fold the body forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Step your right leg back. Left leg back. Find your downward facing dog pose. Lower down into your plank, all the way down to the belly. Find your back bend. Lower down. Downward facing dog pose. Pedal out those feet. And step your right leg forward when you're ready. Good. Foot meets foot in front. And let's do 1 more round. Big inhale, arms up. Back bend. Last time, find your version. Fold the body forward. Inhale, look up, halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, lower. Find your lunge back with the left leg. Come back, plank pose, lift the hips up, abs in, and to your downward facing dog pose. Try to look towards the belly button. All right, let's go ahead, exhale down to your plank. Good. Chaturanga Bandhasana, come all the way down. And inhale, back bend. And exhale, downward dog. Good. Pedal out those feet. And whenever you're ready, step your left foot forward. Good. Right foot forward when you're ready. And before we come up to standing, if you'd like to take a chest opener here, thread your fingers behind the back, lifting up. I'll show you from the front. Good. And then release, let the body float down and all the way up. Good. Hands to heart center. Good. Drop the shoulders down and just stand comfortably for a moment. Notice how you feel. Notice if you're starting to get a little bit warmer. And then remember to focus on the breath and to focus on relaxation. Good. All right, everyone, we're going to continue warming up the body, but incorporate a little bit of weights now. So you can watch me first. For this section of using the dumbbells, we're going to be incorporating some lunges to the front, to the side, and to the back. We're going to be alternating legs. We're going to be working today with a round of 15 repetitions of each exercise, and then we're going to do 2 sets. So go ahead and grab your weights if you are using them today. Our first movement is going to be an alternating front lunge with bicep curls. So everything is going to be nice and controlled for our bicep curl rather. We're just going to come up and down with each lunge forward. You can watch my legs here for a minute. We're going to lunge forward, almost tapping the knee down. Do not tap the knee directly down, but just bringing it down and up, and then switching sides, down and up. How this will work with our weights: bicep curl and up. So if you have tender knees or you need to modify, just keep it a little higher, or you can take the lunges out and focus on the weights themselves. So let's go ahead, find our position, feet about hip width apart. Let's do 15 front lunges with bicep curls. When you're ready, let's begin. 1, 2, so you curl when you come down. 3, 4, and then release on the way up. 5, 6, 7, your abs are engaged. 8, 9, 10, last 5 here. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. All right, next exercise we're going to do are side lunges with goalpost arms. So let me keep the arms out just for a moment. So we're just going to lunge and squat to each side. So this is slightly wider than a traditional squat. You send the hips back, abs are in. You don't have to go down all the way to 90 degrees. Keep it a bit more upright. Though you'll notice my abs are in, my back is slightly forward. From here, we're going to add an overhead press. So we're going to lunge to each side. We're going to have our arms down, goalpost position. We come up to center. We press up, down, and up. 15, alternating. All right, you ready? Let's go. We'll go to this side. 15. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Nicely done. We're going to come back to that exercise in a moment. Next one, we're going to bring our weights right to our chest. We're going to lunge back with the twist. So we'll lunge back, twist over that front bit knee, and then step up. So the back lunge is just the same as the front lunge. You're going to step back, bend the knee so it almost taps on the ground, come up. All right, and then that leg that stays front, that is the one you're going to twist over to work those abs. All right, let's go for 15. Stand nice and tall, abs in. Let's go. Lunge twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. All right, we saved the best for last. Our last one, and then we'll repeat all of these, is our submission squats. So for submission squats, we're just gonna hold our weights up at our chest. You can rest them on the shoulders. And then you're gonna bend your knees like you're in a traditional squat position. Abs are in. Good. And then we're just gonna come down to the knees, down, down, up, up. And we never really come all the way upright. We keep it bent. Down, down, up, up. For 15. And you can do this without weights as well. All right. You ready? Let's do it. Here we go. Bend the knees, send the hips back, abs in. Let's go. Down, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, halfway there. 9, 10, 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew, those are tough, right? All right, go ahead, grab a drink of water. We're gonna repeat those exercises, and then we'll be done with weights. You're doing great. So grab weights if you're using them. You can always leave them out for the second round. All right, 15 bicep curls with front lunges. Ready? Let's do it. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, arms in a goalpost, side to side lunges. Here we go. Down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew. All right, almost done. Hands together, back lunges with twist for 15. Let's go. Step it back, twist. 1, back, twist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Awesome job. Last exercise, those submission squats. You can do it. Here we go. 15. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Remember, you can always modify this. If you want, just pulse it down, right? 5, 6, this is fine. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good job, you're so strong. All right, set your weights off to the side. Grab water if you need. Take a moment, relax your arms. We're gonna build a little bit of strength now, working through a few plank positions. So take a moment, get some water if you like, and then let me show you what we're gonna do next. So like our last circuit, with this plank circuit, we're gonna do 15 and 2 rounds. So 15 each exercise, 2 rounds. There are rights and lefts with this. So to clarify, we're gonna do 15 on one leg, and then in our second round, we'll do 15 on the other leg. And you'll appreciate this because you'll see why. So our first exercise is down dog with pulling the knee in to the chest to activate our core. So the modified version of this, you can watch for a sec, is going to be staying in Varmanasana, our tabletop pose. You're going to kick the leg back and bring it to the chest, really creating a C curve here, pulling in your abs and then back out for 15. All right, that's our modification. Our full version of this, come into downward facing dog pose, lift your right leg up, point or flex the foot. And then for 15, knee to chest and kick, okay? So that's our first exercise. We'll do that on the right. From here, we'll go into plank taps. So we'll come into our plank, drop the hips down. Again, modification down on the knees here. And then from your plank pose, we're gonna tap the shoulders for 15, okay? So this is easy for my folks who would like a challenge. You can translate this into a walking plank, where you go down on the forearms, back up. It's a lot harder. So we're gonna do that for 15. And then the last thing on this side is side plank taps. So side plank taps, you can keep your left knee down, right arm up, lift up, tap down and up. So you really wanna think about that rotation through the trunk as we tap. That's our modified version, full version. Side plank, your feet are stacked one on top of the other. 15 taps to the right. And then after we complete 15 reps of these 3 exercises, we'll take a little rest in child's pose and then do them all on the left side, okay? All right, so I've given you modifications. Go ahead and find your position. So I'll show the first round in the full version and then second round modification. So here we go, find your downward facing dog pose or your tabletop. Lift your right leg up, and when you're ready, 15, knee to chest. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead. Remember, you can relax in child's pose for a minute, which is knees down, stretch it back. You can do that, wiggle your fingers. Next one is plank shoulder taps. So we find our plank pose. I'll show you the full version this time, but remember, you can be on the knees. Good. And we're going to do 15 taps. So when you're ready, let's do it. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. You can stretch once more in child's pose if you wish. Otherwise, let's go right into side plank taps to the right. So you're going to find your side plank. Here's our modification, or your full version. Right hand will be up. This is the right side. And now we're gonna do 15 taps. Here we go, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and relax down in your child's pose. Take a minute, take the pressure off the wrists. If you find when you support the upper body on the hands and you're getting a lot of wrist tension, sometimes when you're in a pose, making the hands into little fists instead of splaying the fingers can help. So just play around with your hand positioning. All right, so we're going to do that one more time on the other side. So this time I will show the modifications, but please feel free to do the more challenging variations. So now we're going to do our downward facing dog to the sky and in for 15. Find your position. Let's do it. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on down, take a break if you need to. Now we're going to do our shoulder taps in our plank pose. So finding your plank pose or your modified plank pose, really keep those hips down. You should feel engagement in the core. Let's go for our taps for 15. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch it back. Big inhale and exhale. Good. Last little bit, and then we're going to start to pull it down and stretch. Let's go into our side plank taps. So find your side plank on the left side. So your left arm should be up now. Stack your feet one on top of the other, or drop that bottom right knee. And let's rotate through the body for 15. So down and up. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. You can go into your child's pose, opening the knees wide, stretching the fingers forward, relax for a moment. You can even rest your head down on the floor or maybe make a pillow with your hands. And I just want you to take 2 breaths here. Good. Take one final nice big breath. Just again, focusing on that movement, that strength, that energy that you're cultivating. From here, friends, we're going to take a few moments for some slow, low stretches before we start to cool things down. So you can set weights out of the way. We don't need them now. We're going to work a little bit with lizard pose. That's a very deep, low lunge. Grab some water if you'd like. And then when you're ready, I'm going to invite you to step your left foot forward, right leg back. So there's a few ways you can do lizard. You can do lizard pose with your knee on the mat, which you can always have a cushion, something under there to protect the kneecap. You can also, for a more active version of lizard, tuck up the toes and lift that right leg, that right knee off the mat. So once you find your lunge, you're in a lunge here. I'm going to face from the front. You're here. I want you to take your hands on the inside of that front left leg. Again, hands can be flat or little fists, like I mentioned. Walk that foot out slightly. Come onto the outside edge of that left foot. and then slowly start to lower the body down. So everyone's different. This might be a huge inner thigh stretch for you just as is, or if you do have the flexibility, you can start to come down. So find your lizard pose and just take a couple breaths here. We're going to do the other side in a moment. Take one more breath in your posture. You can always come out early. And then I'm going to invite you in your own time to start to bring the upper body up. If it was down, good. Walk that foot back in, hand on the outside of the leg, and then let's just switch sides. So I like to drop my back knee down, come to all fours, and then step your right foot forward. So same thing, let's find our lizard pose on this side, back knee down or up. Take your arms on the inside of that right leg, walk the foot out to the right edge of your mat, let the knee fall open, and find your lizard pose on this side. Wherever you're at is okay. Just take a breath here. One last breath in your lizard pose. And then when you're ready, slowly come up, come back to your tabletop position here. Good. And then from here, we're going to do a wonderful restorative stretch called thread the needle. So from your tabletop, I'm going to invite you to take your right hand out to the side, thread it through. We're going to rest the shoulder and the side of the face on the floor. So what we're going for is an opening between the shoulder blades. Left arm can rest on the floor. I'm going to show you from the side. Or you can take the hand behind the back. There's a lot of variations in thread the needle. If you know some different version, please feel free to take that as you wish. And just start to shift your focus into relaxation for these last few stretches. Start to deepen your breathing. Be present with the sensations in the body. Good. Go ahead and start to backtrack your thread the needle. Come up nice and slow. Take your time. Notice how one side of the body may feel more stretched than the other. And then let's go into the other side. Take your left arm out. Rest the head and the shoulder on the floor. And then find your thread the needle on this side. Good. Take one more big inhale and exhale here. And then when you're ready, you can slowly start to come up. Good. Let's go ahead and sit down. And I just want you to take a moment, again, getting some water if you like. The last few minutes of yoga are just really time for you. Start to absorb the benefits of your practice. Take a drink of water if you'd like. Maybe windshield wiper your feet side to side, releasing any tension. And now we're just going to do kind of a gentle passive stretch forward. So I want you to take your legs just a little wider maybe than your yoga mat. Your feet can just be loose, no tension, so you don't have to actively point or flex them unless you choose to. And then I just want you to take your arms up and gently fold forward. And just relax into this. Sometimes our forward folds are very active. really straightening the back or flexing the feet. This is just one that's a bit more passive. Take a moment, even if you'd like to close your eyes for a moment, maybe relax the muscles of the jaw. Notice where this stretches the body. Do you feel a release perhaps in the low back? Just take a look. Good. Take one more big breath in. And slowly start to come up. Bring the soles of the feet together. Good. And just relax, folding the body forward into your bound ankle. After this, we're going to take just a few moments relaxing in Shavasana on our back. This pose, final resting pose, is all about letting go. You can close the eyes and breathe, or I would invite you to take a few minutes to do any stretch that your body needs today. But it's all about letting go and being present. So let's go ahead, come all the way up, and I'm going to invite you to find your final posture of choice, maybe being Shavasana. So go ahead and relax on your back. There's nothing you need to see, nothing you need to do right now. So you can close the eyes and tune into your breath. Take a big inhale and exhale. And again, breathing in and out. I invite you to imagine the breath like a big wave. Maybe you're laying on a sunny shore on a beach, and each time you breathe in is the waves gently breathing in, splashing up along the body, and then you exhale out, and that tide washes away. We'll take 3 more breaths here, using visualization to help us relax. Breathe in. Life and vitality. Exhale out tension and stress. 2 more times. Breathing in, life and vitality. Breathe out tension and stress. One last time, big inhale in, breathe in life and vitality. Breathe out tension and stress. Take a moment or two to relax here, really noticing the effects of your practice on the body today, showing appreciation for the strong body and all the wonderful things that it can do for you. And then when you are ready, there is no hurry. I would invite you to, nice and slow, start to make your way back to a comfortable seated position. Remember, you can rest in Shavasana as long as you like. Once you get to your seated position, slowly open your eyes if you've not done so already. And we will conclude today's practice with a big inhale. Bring the palms together at the heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I wish you a peaceful, strong, and grounded rest of your day. Thank you. Namaste. Have a great day. Bye.